Dear students, in the previous session we have solved around 10 problems of the exercise 9.1. Now we will solve remaining problems of the exercise. Means problem number 11 to 14. Problem number 11. 11 to 14 heading will be same. That is, write the first 5 terms of each of the sequences and obtain the corresponding series. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲ 5 ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕ ಸಿರೀಸ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 11 a1 is equal to 3, that is first term is already given to you. a1 is equal to 3, fixed one. Now coming to the second problem onwards, they have defined a general term an is equal to 3 times a subscript n minus 1 plus 2 for all n greater than 1. n 1 ಗಿಂತನೂ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಜನರಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So here what I will do, to get the second term I will substitute n is equal to 2, so that a2 it gives us second term. I am substituting in the general term a2 is equal to 3 times a subscript 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1, means 3 times a1 it is plus 2. a2 is equal to, already we know the value of a1, substitute that. 3 times a1 is 3 into 3 plus 2. 3 into 3 9 plus 2 is 11. So second term a2 is 11. Third term, to get third term what you do, substitute n is equal to 3 in this general term. a3 is equal to 3 times a subscript 3 minus 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3 into a2 plus 2. 3 into, what is a2 value? Already we got the a2 value, that is 11. 3 into 11 plus 2. 3 into 11 is 33. 33 plus 2 is 35. We got the third term as 35. Getting fourth term, n is equal to 4, you substitute in the general term. a4 is equal to 3 times a subscript 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 times a3 plus 2, that 2 will be as it is. 3 into, what is a3 value? a3 third term already I got, that is 35 plus 2. 3 into 35 is nothing but 105. 3 into 30 90 and 3 into 5 15. 90 plus 15 105. 105 plus 2 is 107. To get the fifth term, you substitute n is equal to 5. a5 is equal to 3 times a subscript 5 minus 1, means 3 times a4 plus 2. 3 into, what is a4 value? a4 value is 107, already we got this. 3 into 107 plus 2 will be as it is. How much is this? 3 into 107, 3 into 100, 300, and 7 into 3 is 21. 300 plus 21 is nothing but 321 plus 2 will be there. So final answer 323. With this we got first 5 terms of the defined sequence. So first 5 terms we got. Next second part of the problem is to obtain the corresponding series. Okay, let me write the corresponding series. Therefore the first 5 terms are, therefore the first 5 terms are, what are those? 3, 11, 35, 107 and 323. And corresponding series is, the corresponding series is very simple. What you do, you write all these terms and write with plus sign, means 3 plus 11 plus 35 plus 107 plus 323, so on like that. Finished. That is about problem number 11. Now we will go to the problem number 12. Problem number 12, also under the same heading, that is write first 5 terms of each of the sequences and obtain the corresponding series. Okay. Here also you see first term a1 is directly given to us. A1 value is -1 and remaining a2 onwards we need to find here. A1 is equal to -1 fix. To get a2 what you do? You substitute n is equal to 2 in the general term. This is also applicable for n greater than or equal to 2. N is greater than or equal to 2. You can substitute 2, 3, 4, 5 like that and so on. A2 n substituting n is equal to 2. A2 is equal to a subscript n minus 1 it is. A subscript n minus 1 in the sense a2 minus 1 a1 by n value is 2. Okay. What is a1 value? That is -1. Answer is -1 by 2. Now n equal to 3 if I substitute. N equal to 3 in the general term a3 is equal to a subscript 3 minus 1 is nothing but a2. A2 divided by 2. A2 value is -1 by 2 whole divided by 2. How to simplify this type of equations? Some of the students may get confused with simplifying this type of questions. What you do? Suppose we have the form a by b. Then if a is getting converted into another one term like c by d and whole divided by b is there. You see a by b ಐತಿ, a by b ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ a ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ c by d ಬರತೈತಿ, c by d ಬರತೈತಿ, ಹಂಗೆ b ಐತಿ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಛೇದದಲ್ಲಿ. So in this case what you do? Denominator also you write it in the form p by q. Denominator you p by q form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ. Means you write b by 1 here. Then this is nothing but c by d into 1 by b. This is how we should simplify. Means we are using the formula here a by b whole divided by c by d is equal to a by b into d by c formula. In the same way here nothing is there, means 2 by 1 will be there here. We have -1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Answer is -1 by 4. Means third term of the sequence defined is -1 by 4. Now getting the fourth term, what you do? You substitute n is equal to 4 in the given expression. N is equal to 4. We have here a4 is equal to a subscript 4 minus 1 is nothing but a3 divided by n. How much n is there? Sorry, here we got wrong. A3 is nothing but n is equal to 3. We have to substitute 3 here. This is nothing but 3 and we have 3 here. 2 into 3, answer is 6. That is -1 by 6. A4, it is nothing but A4 is equal to A subscript 4 minus 1. A3 divided by n value is 4 here. Okay. A3 value already we got, that is -1 by 6. -1 by 6 whole divided by 4. Again doing the same thing whatever we did in the previous case. So this answer is -1 by 6 4s are 24. Substituting n is equal to 5 in the general expression, a5 is equal to a subscript 5 minus 1 is nothing but a4 divided by n is 5 here. What is a4 value? That is -1 by 24 whole divided by 5. How much is the answer? -1 by 24 into 5. 5 4s are 20, 2 carry and 5 2s are 10. This is 12. So 24 into 5 120. This is about fifth term. Okay. Now to write the series and the sequence. Therefore the first 5 terms are ಮೊದಲ 5 ಪದಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು ಅಂದರೆ -1, -1 by 2, minus 1 by 6 comma minus 1 by 24 comma minus 1 by 120. What about its corresponding series? Therefore, and corresponding series is what do you write? Minus 1 plus of minus 1 by 2 plus of minus 1 by 6 plus of minus 1 by 24 plus of minus 1 by 120, so on, like that it goes. Itra proceed agtade. Fine. That is about problem number 12. Coming to problem number 13. Problem number 13, you say A1 is equal to A2 is equal to 2. In the sense, their first two terms are given to you directly. And for n greater than 2, I have to take here. For n greater than 2, in the sense, 3, 4, 5, like that. And so for that, we should use the general term an is equal to a subscript n minus 1 and minus 1. Okay. First terms directly given. To get the third term, first and second term directly given. To get the third term, what you substitute? N is equal to 3. A3 is equal to a subscript 3 minus 1 is nothing but A2 minus 1. How much is A2 here? A2 is directly given, that is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, third term of this sequence is plus 1. Next, n is equal to 4 if you substitute. A4 is equal to a subscript 4 minus 1 and minus 1. This is A3 minus 1. How much is A3? It is 1. 1 minus 1. Answer 0. Now, coming to the fifth term, that is n is equal to 5 if you substitute. A5 is equal to a subscript 5 minus 1. That is A4 minus 1. How much is A4? A4 is 0. 0 minus 1. Answer is minus 1. Yes, first 5 terms of the sequence we got. Therefore, the first 5 terms are, what are those? 2, 2, 1, 0, minus 1. Therefore, corresponding series we can write, and the corresponding series is, 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus minus 1 plus so on. Coming to the last problem of the exercise, that is 14th problem. The Fibonacci sequence is defined by Fibonacci and the special sequence. It is defined as A1 is equal to A2 is equal to 1. In the sense of first term is also 1, second term is also 1. And then for n greater than 2, if n value is greater than 2, they have defined a general term, that is nth term. Like that they have defined, we need to find a subscript n plus 1 divided by an plus 1 by an for all these values. For n is equal to 1, I have to find this. For n is equal to 2, I have to find this. For n is equal to 3, we have to find like that. So, up to which term I want? Up to 6th term I need here. Because if you substitute n is equal to 5, this will be a6 by a5. Means up to 6th term we want here. Let me calculate all those 6 terms first. ಮೊದಲ 6 ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. First term and second term is already given to us. Substituting n is equal to 2 in the given general expression, n is equal to 2, that is a2 is equal to n is equal to 2. A2 value is also directly given to us. You go to the third term, that is n is equal to 3 if you substitute. A3 is equal to A3 minus 1 is nothing but A2 plus A3 minus 2 is nothing but A1. A2 plus A1. How much is this? A2 is 1, A1 is also 1. 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. Now to get the fourth term, n is equal to 4 you substitute. For n is equal to 4, general expression, that is a4 is equal to a subscript 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 plus a subscript 4 minus 2 is a2. How much is a3? a3 is 2, a2 is 1, 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3. n is equal to 5 we will calculate, means a fifth term. a5 is equal to a subscript 5 minus 1 means a4 plus a3. a4 value is 3 and a3 value is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Now to get the sixth term, n is equal to 6 you substitute. a6 is equal to a5 plus a4. How much is a5? This is 5. a4 is 3. So we have sixth term as 8. Fine. All those we have calculated. Now coming to the question. What is that? Find an plus 1 by an for all n, for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for n is equal to 1, what will be this? an plus 1 by an is equal to, this is a2 by a1. How much is a2? a2 is 1, a1 is also 1. So for n is equal to 1, an plus 1 by an will be 1. Next, for n is equal to 2, this an plus 1 by an term will be a2 plus 1 means this is a3 by a2. How much is a3? a3 is 2. This is 2 by a2 is 1. 2 by 1, answer is 2. For n is equal to 3, the term an plus 1 by an is equal to a4 by a3 it becomes. What is a4 value? a4 value is 3 and a3 value is 2. So for n is equal to 3, value of the expression a subscript n plus 1 by an is nothing but 3 by 2. And now for n is equal to 4, an plus 1 by an is equal to a5 by a4. How much is a5? a5 is 5 and a4 is 3. Answer is 5 by 3. For n is equal to 5, an plus 1 by an is equal to, that is a6 by a5. a6 value is 8. So answer is 8 by 5. Okay, now we have completed exercise 9.1. All the problems we have solved. Please solve the problems repeatedly without saying notes and without saying any kind of materials. Fine. Now we will go to the next concept in the chapter, that is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, in short form we write AP. And what is in ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಮಾನಾಂತರ ಶ್ರೇಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸಮಾನಾಂತರ ಶ್ರೇಣಿ. This is about arithmetic progression. To explain this arithmetic progression, let me consider an example. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, so on, like this it is. ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಅನುಕ್ರಮ ಐತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. When we will call a sequence as arithmetic progression, ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನುಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಮಾನಾಂತರ ಶ್ರೇಣಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if the difference between any two consecutive terms of a sequence is same, then we say the given sequence is AP. ಅಂದ್ರೆ any two consecutive terms ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಎರಡು ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನೀವು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೂ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್, where this is defined as first term A1, this is A2, this is A3, this is A4, A5, A6, so on it goes. You take difference between any two consecutive terms. You take the difference between first two terms. A2 minus A1 is how much? 5 minus 3 is nothing but 2. How much is difference between next two terms, means the second term and the third term? A3 minus A2 is equal to 7 minus 5, answer is 2. And you take the difference between fourth term and the third term. A4 minus A3 is how much? This is 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. You take the difference between fifth and sixth term. A6 minus A5 is 13 minus 11 is equal to 2. You can observe here, ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರದ್ದು ನಾವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್, if difference between any two consecutive terms is the same, then we call that sequence as a arithmetic progression. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ arithmetic progression ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And that difference is called as a common difference, will be represented by D ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So what is that definition we can write? Definition ಏನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು? In a sequence, if difference between any two consecutive terms is same, then sequence is called as arithmetic progression. This is called arithmetic progression. This is one way of explaining. Let me take another way of explaining. You see, second term, you see how I can get the second term from the first term, just by adding the common difference. ಆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಲ್ರಿ, 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಐತಿ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದನೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡನೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಎರಡನೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂರನೇ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ fourth term is obtained by adding common difference to the previous term, that is third term. Like that, what I can write, if A1, A2, A3, so on up to An is in AP, then A2 is equal to A1 plus D, where D is equal to common difference. And now third term is equal to second term plus common difference. And what about the 10th term is equal to 10th term is nothing but 9th term plus the common difference. This strategy will be there. Means this will be followed throughout the sequence. ಈ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೂಔಟ್ ದಿ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಎ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಹೌ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್, ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀಬೋದ್ರಿ ನಾನು? ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಎ ಎನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಂತ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಎನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಂತ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ an in the sense nth term it is n plus 1, a subscript n plus 1 it is means n plus 1th term is equal to nth term plus the common difference. This is what the general thing of arithmetic progression. Now what are the properties of arithmetic progression? Let me take the heading properties of arithmetic progression. What are the properties? See, I will explain with an example. I have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 so on as a AP. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು arithmetic progression ಇದ್ರೆ if I add a constant term to each term of the AP, is their resulting sequence is an AP or not? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು AP ಐತ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನೊಂದು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಲ್ರಿ ಆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಆಡ್ ಕೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕೆ. ರಿಸಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 3 plus k, 5 plus k, 7 plus k, 9 plus k, 11 plus k, so on it goes. Now you check the difference between any two consecutive terms. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರೋ consecutive difference ಅನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. D is equal to 5 plus k minus of 3 plus k. It is nothing but 5 plus k minus 3 minus k. How much we are getting? 2 only. Like that you take the difference between any two consecutive terms. Again they will be in AP. So what is that property you can say? Property ಏನಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? If a constant is added to each term of a sequence, means each term of an AP, then the resulting sequence will be an AP. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು AP ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ AP ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ನೌ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. Second property, let me subtract a constant from each term of the given AP. Let me take in general A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, so on. If a constant is subtracted from each term, the resulting sequence will be A1 minus K, A2 minus K, A3 minus K, A4 minus K. Now you check the common difference here. Again that difference will be same, means difference between any two consecutive terms will be same. These will be in AP only. ಇವು ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ AP ದಾಗಿರ್ತವು. ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ AP ನ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. It will not change. And now addition over, subtraction over, then multiply. If a constant is multiplied to each term of the arithmetic progression, then what happens to the arithmetic progression? Resulting sequence, will it be in AP or not? Same thing, A1, A2, A3, A4, so on up to A5 means it continues. If for all the terms, if you multiply with a constant, first term will be A1 into K, second term will be A2 into K, third term A3 into K, fourth term A4 into K, A5 into K, so on. This resulting sequence, will it be in AP or not? Idu AP alagi irtayte illa? Let me check it. D is equal to second term minus first term. A2 into K minus A1 into K. This is nothing but A2 minus A1 into K. Fine. This will be A2 minus A1 will be same. And next, if I check between third term and fourth term, otherwise third term and second term, difference is equal to a3 into k minus a2 into k. a3 minus a2 into k. a3 minus a2 and a2 minus a1, that will be same only. It is multiplied with k only. Resulting sequence common difference may be different. Andre ಏನು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೊಂದು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೊದಲು ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಪಿ ದಾಗ ಇರ್ತೈತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಸ್, whatever the sequence we got means resulting sequence after multiplying a constant to each term of the sequence will be in arithmetic progression only. That will be in arithmetic progression, will be in AP. Now if you divide each term of the arithmetic progression by a constant, one constant ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ then what happens? Again you see a1 by k, a2 by k, a3 by k, a4 by k, so on will be in AP again. ಇದು ಕೂಡ AP ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ನೀವು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. This is about the fourth property of arithmetic progression. ಅದು fourth property. Now let me explain two more properties here. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎರಡು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. See, suppose there are two arithmetic progressions, a1, a2, a3, so on, and b1, b2, b3, so on. ಇದರ ಎರಡು arithmetic progressions ನೋಡಿ. If I add the corresponding terms of these two arithmetic progressions, the resulting sequence will it be in AP or not? Means corresponding terms ಗಳನ್ನ add ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. a1 plus b1, that will be the first term in the resulting sequence. a2 plus b2, a3 plus b3, and so on. Will it be in AP or not? Yes, it will be in AP. ಇದು arithmetic progression ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. Like that you take any two arithmetic progressions, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಎರಡು arithmetic progressions ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡು corresponding terms ಅಂದ್ರೆ first term, second term, third term ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೊಂದು sequence ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that will be again in arithmetic progression. What about the common difference? Common difference can be different. Common difference change ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಆದರೆ resulting sequence ಏನೈತಲ್ರಿ ಅದು arithmetic progression ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. Okay, fine. Now if I subtract the corresponding terms, what happens? If we subtract a1 minus b1, a2 minus b2, a3 minus b3, and so on, will it be in AP or not? Yes, again it will be in AP only. And then coming to the multiplication, a1 into b1, a2 into b2, a3 into b3, a4 into b4, will it be in AP? No, it will not be in AP. ಇದು arithmetic progression ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, will not be in AP. ಇದು arithmetic progression ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. And similarly, if you divide the corresponding terms, a1 by b1, a2 by b2, a3 by b3, a4 by b4, again ಇವೆರಡು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೀ, they will not be in AP. Not in AP. ಅಂದ್ರೆ a1, a2, a3, so on is an AP. ಇದು ಒಂದು AP. b1, b2, b3 and so on. This is another one AP. ಇದು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು arithmetic progression. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ corresponding terms ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ arithmetic progression ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. And now if you divide the corresponding terms of both the arithmetic progressions, ಎರಡು arithmetic progression ಅಲ್ಲಿ corresponding terms ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ in that case also the resulting sequence will not be in AP. Resulting sequence ಕೂಡ AP ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Means these two can be taken as properties. ಇದರ new properties. Once again I am saying the statement ಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು. I am not writing here. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. What is that? First property number 1, if a constant is added to each term of an arithmetic progression, then the resulting sequence will be in arithmetic progression. ಒಂದು arithmetic progression ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್, ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಅನುಕ್ರಮ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸಮಾನಾಂತರ ಸರಣಿನೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. That is first property. What about the second property? Second property is that if each term of an arithmetic progression is subtracted by a constant, then the resulting sequence will be in arithmetic progression only. Next, that is about second. Third property is that if each term of a constant, means if each term of an arithmetic progression is multiplied with a constant, then the resulting sequence will be in arithmetic progression. If each term of an arithmetic progression is divided by a non-zero constant, we should not divide by zeros. Zero and then divide by that will be meaningless. So, if each term of an arithmetic progression are divided by a non-zero constant, then the resulting sequence will be in arithmetic progression. That is fourth property. Coming to the fifth property, I have explained it here. How will you write? If a1, a2, a3 so on, and b1, b2, b3 so on are two arithmetic progressions, then addition of corresponding terms, that is a1, b1, a2, b2, a3, b3 so on will be in arithmetic progression. Adu kuda arithmetic progression alli irutte anta fifth property na barkobodu. What about the sixth property? Sixth property, if a1, a2, a3 so on is first AP and a2, b2, b3 so on is the second AP, then subtraction of corresponding terms of these two APs. Corresponding terms andre one term jodi subtraction ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎರಡನೇ term ಅನ್ನು ಎರಡನೇ term ಜೊತೆ subtraction ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೂರನೇ term ಅನ್ನು ಮೂರನೇ term ಜೊತೆ subtraction ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, like that. Then the resulting sequence will be in arithmetic progression.